All right, welcome back. We have some breaking news coming in as we speak from West Bengal. We're learning the Enforcement Directorate that, remember, was taking a look at the SSC scam, the School Services Commission teacher recruitment scam in West Bengal. In that same case, they've now summoned the former West Bengal the former West Bengal Education Minister and West Bengal Minister, Partha Chatterjee. His personal secretary has now been summoned in. This is Sukantha Acharya. He's now been called in for fresh questioning at the agency's headquarters in Kolkata. Remember, Partha Chatterjee is already in the ED's remand. Now, my colleague, our West Bengal Bureau Chief, Sugata Mukhopadhyay, with us on the phone right now. Sugata, could you bring more information to our audiences here? Is this the first time Partha Chatterjee's personal secretary is being called in, or is this simply for a fresh round of questioning? Has he been called in before?
Well, you see, when the ED was conducting its raids, when it began conducting its raids on the 22nd of July this month, that is last week, we do know that one of the places it went for search and questioning is at Sukanth Acharya's residence in the Barakpur area of North 24 Parganas district, in the northern outskirts of Kolkata. He was questioned for a long time on that day, but that was the day when Partha Chatterjee himself was arrested, and the staggering amount of wealth was recovered from Arpita Mukherjee's residence. That was the same day when the ED had also conducted a search operation at Sukantha Acharya's residence. What we are getting to know that in the light of fresh evidence that the Enforcement Directorate has now gathered after, of course, interrogating both Arpita Mukherjee and Partha Chatterjee for the last 2 days at a stretch. And also we do know that Manik Bhattacharya, the former primary board president of Bengal and an MLA of the Trinamool Congress, was also held for questioning at the ED headquarters for about 14 hours at a stretch yesterday. In the wake of the evidences gathered from that, the ED has now summoned Sukanth Acharya once again to come and sit for a round of examination. We do not know exactly what kind of evidence the ED has gathered, but it is almost certain that the Enforcement Directorate wants to cross-check certain information that it has received from some of the accused in this case. Also, there is a strong scanner which is on Sukantha Acharya himself, because he, being the personal secretary, the confidential assistant of Partha Chatterjee when he was the Education Minister of State, obviously the agency believes that he is privy to a lot of information and knowledge about this whole corruption that took place. So obviously he may too have a direct role to play in it, is what the ED believes, and which is why he has been called for another round of questioning. We'll have to see as to whether this is a mere examination of Sukantha Acharya, or whether this would lead to any kind of prosecution following the examination that happens of Sukantha Acharya when he comes and appears before the ED for answering the questions they have for him.
Sugata, I want to understand from you, it seems, especially for us in Delhi who are bystanders, as if every day the ED's net is broadening. And I want to understand from you, is there a sense of nervousness and anxiety within the Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, or is Mamata Banerjee's circle in particular looking at this simply as the downfall of Partha Chatterjee and his nexus?
Well, to be honest, the Trinamool Congress would certainly be jittery, given the kind of wealth that is being recovered from apartments, from properties owned by people who are known to be very close to the ruling Trinamool Congress leaders. So obviously that would send shockwaves amongst not just the leadership but also cadres and followers and supporters of the Trinamool Congress here in Bengal. As far as Partha Chatterjee is concerned, the Trinamool Congress right from day one has been maintaining its distance from him. He has been left to fend for himself. We do know that Mamata Banerjee has not taken the 4 phone calls that Partha Chatterjee attempted to make and tried to get in touch with her on the day he was arrested. The last phone call, we are told, Mamata Banerjee even blocked Partha Chatterjee from making those phone calls. So obviously, it seems that Partha Chatterjee is on his own at this point in time. There is a very important meeting, a cabinet meeting in Bengal at the State Secretariat today.
Okay.
And Partha Chatterjee being a senior cabinet minister, we'll have to see whether the Trinamool Congress government alters its stand of not taking any kind of penal steps or disciplinary steps against him until he is proven guilty in a court of law, or whether any such steps is actually taken today at that meeting itself.
Sukanta, thank you so much for providing us with context on that story. For our audiences, we are going to have to move in now once again to a very quick break. On the other side, we're going to continue to take a look at all of the country's top stories. We'll see you in just a few moments.